Okay, so I'm the Alchemist, and welcome to another episode of Mortal Kombat 11. And in this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys my top three easiest characters to use for beginners. But before, this is a Mighty Python reference, just so you guys know. Now, the first one we have here is Scarlet. I always call her Scarlet Witch because of Marvel, but she uses blood magic, and her combos are really easy to use. Like, they're not difficult at all. In fact, they kind of flow, and I think she was made for beginners because she's a very fun and easy character to use. There's nothing really too challenging about her. My favorite attack, though, has to be the attack where she stabs her leg and blood kind of forms on the top of the screen and hits your opponent. I typically like to do that after I use I do 2 knife jabs and then 2 kicks, and I follow it up with a stab attack. It does a lot of damage, and it's one of my favorite combos. Because you can do that combo and kind of trick people and do like a couple high and a couple low. And you can do all sorts of things. Then you can use the whip and the hockey stick. She's just got so many options you can use with her. Now let's see. For things I like about Scarlet's combos is that, well, for one, they're easy, like I said. But the other thing is that you know exactly where it's gonna hit. You know, for other characters, you kind of have to guess the range, but hers, it's kind of like, okay, she's got a good reach on her. She's got a good kick. She's got a little jump. She's fast. Now, this is definitely the one I would start out with if you're, new to Mortal Kombat like I was, because she's, again, like I said, she's a fast character. I think she was designed for beginners. I think Ed Boon said that, something like that. Don't quote me on this. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I saw somewhere on YouTube that Ed Boon said that for beginners you should probably use Scarlet. But yeah, that's the first one. Okay guys, so my second easiest character to use would probably be Frost. Now, the reason why Frost is so easy to use is because, one, she's not a new character per se, but hasn't been in a lot of Mortal Kombat games, at least to my knowledge. I know she's been in 1 or 2 other games. I don't remember what it was called, but I wouldn't have known that unless I looked it up. But why I like her is that she's not necessarily fast, but her moveset is good enough where her damage output kind of makes up for that. Because she does a lot of flips when she jumps, and a lot of characters don't do that. They just jump straight up. So that's something a little different to her. There are other characters that do that, but I think it's more unique to her because I don't think any other character flips as much as she does. But yeah, so one thing I like about her is her attacks, right? So she's got an attack that's a helicopter with her blades, that one you saw right there, because that's kind of a combo finisher, and I like using it a lot because it does significant damage. You can also meter, well, I call it meter burning because of Injustice, but I'm not really sure if that's what it's called for Mortal Kombat 11, but I'm just gonna say that yeah, and her fatality is just gruesome as well. I'm trying to unlock more intros for her, but I can't. And I like her with spiky hair too as well. I just like the reach on her. Like, a lot of her attacks have good reach, so if you do connect, you're gonna connect from far away always, or up close, or however far you mean. And the way I play is I love to uppercut, because uppercutting does a lot of damage, and if you can do it multiple times, you can get critical hits, which are pretty cool. But yeah, you can see here in this video, I kind of slowly figured her out, and it was really fun once I figured out like her combos and stuff, because I mean, when she gets going, and it's fun to use, But yeah, let's talk about a little bit about her design. I like the spiky hair, like I said earlier. I like the mask that she's wearing. I like this outfit because it's more like robust, I should say. Like, out there. I think that's cool. And I love her grab attack too. It's just very mean. Finish him. But yeah, I love it. Love it a lot. Alright, let's talk about a few more things with Frost. Now, Frost is a funny character because she has this moveset where, like, it's kind of all up-close attacks. She doesn't have a lot of, like, attacks that are good for zoning, necessarily. But what she does do that's really cool is that she has a lot of, like, attacks that are timed. So, like, she has, like, a head that you can throw. Like, you saw me do it there multiple times. You could throw her head, and it kind of rolls. The only problem is if someone knows that attack and sees that you're doing it, it's really hard to get it. But when you do get it, it does a lot of damage. But yeah, so that's the character of Frost. Moving on. Okay, so Kotal Khan is an honorable mention because yes, he's a good character and yes, he's fun to play, but he's his biggest problem is that he's really slow, and I really don't recommend slow characters for new players because you will have a nightmare. Like this, the first time I did this fight against Liu Kang here, I got wrecked because I was so used to speed characters. That is, he doesn't, so when he jumps, he has a slow jump and all this sort of thing. But he's really combo heavy, so you really gotta, like, learn his combos and know how to use them. But once you do that, he's probably one of the funner characters to use because of his personality and stuff. He's really cool, really aggressive. He's like another Shao. He's a Khan, so you know he's a leader, and he's just really cool and fun to use, in my opinion. Now, this was total BS right here, guys. I totally hit him first, but whatever. But yeah, so it's things that stand out about, you know, Kotal Khan. I think he was introduced in Mortal Kombat 9 or 10. I don't remember. I do remember though that his design is a little different than it was in Mortal Kombat 9, but still, it's cool. This is actually, he's actually blue, in case you guys were wondering, if you didn't know. I'm sure most of you did, but in case you didn't, he is normally blue and face painted with like a hat on, but I call this the human version of him. But anyways, I'm the Alchemist. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.